Good day, everybody, and welcome back to Murder by Numbers. It's been a hot second, but we're back with case number 3, if the shoe fits. It's been a while. Need to brush up some stuff. After the Starshine Awards, things changed. I've been through plenty of changes already that summer, but this was different. This was big. I guess change is hardest to recognize when it's happening to you. I felt like an eternity ago that I left Ryan and stuck out on my own. If you told me back then I'd end up living with a robot, well, I'd just say that never was the plan. I didn't know why the stranger thought Scout was dangerous, but the more time I spent with him, the less I believed it. So we just carried on like normal. We watched films, visited museums, and Scout devoured the public library 5 books at a time. For a while it felt like progress, but deep down I knew I was running away from Scout's past and from my future. But I couldn't run forever. Oh boy. Good morning, Honor. Morning, Scout. Get up to much last night? Read the final 3 volumes of the Encyclopedia Totalis. I think my favorite was Zirconia. They're pretty. They're so pretty. Now we need to think of a way to get those encyclopedias back to the library before we realized we took them. Also, I read that Julia Child's book that you never opened. I was getting around to it at some point. Anyway, I spent the night trying to perfect the French omelette. Here, I made one. I could get used to this. Oh, phone ring. Oh, hey, KC. How'd your day with the perfume guy go? It was the 3rd one, right? Did you... Wait, is that why you're calling me? Because you're doing the walk of shame? You hussy, tell me everything. Okay, calm down. Where did you say you are? Got it, we'll be there as soon as we can. What's up? It's KC. Is he okay? He's fine, but looks like he found himself at a murder scene. God damn it. What the fuck? The hell happened? Honor, are my sensors malfunctioning or is that a giant shoe? No, your sensors are working fine. That's just a giant shoe, and it's a killer giant shoe. Darling, you're here. What a mess hole this is. What the hell happened here? Scout, babe, if you're gonna stop making quips, we need to talk about timing. I'm sorry. You two, of course you're here. Come on, Scout, let's get scanning. Let's investigate. What do we got to investigate? Oh, Bodie. We got the Bodie to investigate. Ah, yes, it's been a while. Oh, I may never. Let's start with just the usual. I'm guessing the jump is gonna happen sometime soon. I don't know. There we go. What do we got ourselves? A passport. Give me that score. That must be the victim's passport. Let's see. Oliver Laurel, U.S. citizen, date of birth would make him 26. Passport is an item of traveling to foreign countries. Perhaps he was going on holiday. Perhaps people sometimes use them as an ID, but it is strange that he'd be carrying it here. Well, I need a passport? I shouldn't think so. Not if I check you into the hold in my suitcase anyway. I do not like the sound of that. Crammed in a tiny box. Oh, whatever that is, I think that's the fence? What did I get? Okay, let's see. So let's start with the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 12. There we go! What is this? A wheel. Nice. Honor, there's something interesting about this tire. The treads appear to be undamaged, which indicates that the vehicle didn't break before it hit the club. Or the victim. Now that you mention it, there aren't any skid marks. So I didn't try to slow down or swerve. I don't think this was an accident. Yes, interesting, interesting. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, there's more fence. All right. 1, 2, 3. Well, hey, there we go. We got a sneaker left. What the hell what does that mean, sneaker left? Is that his left sneaker? Why is a sneaker over there? Whoever was driving the float must have left it behind when they fled the scene. It would appear to be designed for a left foot. Hypothesis, the killer has one leg. You might be right, or it might be just one half a pair. The plot thickens. I can still investigate some. Oh, there we go. That bit of fence right there. Ooh, even more. Yes. We got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Perfect. There we go. What do we got? We got a broken dial. What the hell is a dial? That could mean anything. Oh, cool. The glass cover of this speedometer has been smashed. Something might have hit it when the float crashed into the club. Or someone, perhaps the driver. Certainly possible. Alright, let's question people. KC. Babe, isn't it just awful? What happened? Your guess is as good as mine. I was in the area, decided to swing by. Fran mentioned to me that she had the place done up, so I thought I'd take a look at the outside at least. When I got here, well, this is what I found. Fran? I have a feeling that's a name you've mentioned before. Fran Tassia, she owns this place. She's also my drag mother of sorts. I could not find any records for drag mother. How to explain? When I came to the States, I didn't know anyone. Landed at Lax with a makeup palette under one arm and a head full of dreams, then reality hit and it hit hard. I met Fran in a club one night. She took me under her wing. That's when I learned that drag queens will do anything for help with their makeup, even adopt a lost British gay boy. I see, so this is like a mother figure, but not blood related. I thought you had to do drag to be in a drag family. I know, it does seem a waste to not use these cheekbones for profit, doesn't it? I don't know, I think doing makeup on other people is my calling. And a drag family is full of people who need makeup on them pretty much every day, so it works out. They were my support network back when I couldn't get a job to save my life. Fran and her sisters put me up, kept me fed, spread the word. Everything I have is thanks to the kindness of queens. Since things blew up with Murder Miss Terry and the other regulars, I have not seen them as I used to, or should do. Where is she now? I called her just before I spoke to you. She's not turned up yet, though. It takes her at least an hour and a half to get ready, though, so probably mid-beat as we speak. But her club's just been smashed into. Surely she wouldn't spend that long on... Ed likes to draw a line between club life and the rest of his life. Drag only when on the premises. Oh, right, Ed is Fran's boy name, Edwin Tinker. Tinker by name, Tinker by nature. He mends metal instruments. He's a man of my talents. No, Tinker is British slang for... whatever. What is this place? Magellan's. Kind of a weird name for a gay bar, isn't it? Well, it's not strictly a gay bar. How does Fran describe it? Something like, Magellan's is a port in the storm for those exploring the stormy seas of gender. That's the family-friendly reason behind the name anyway. You regular? I mean, knowing the owner's gotta be good for some drinks, you know? Fran hasn't owned it for that long. Bar's been here years, but she only took over recently. I came in here for the big party she threw to celebrate her ventures, but I haven't been back since. Alright. You know what this is? We've identified the victim. His name is Oliver Laurel. Doesn't ring a bell, but then again, I'm not a regular, so I don't know many of the customers. You don't think it could have been a homophobic attack, do you? We don't even know if he was our customer here. It could have just been a random hit and run. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Wheel. Sorry, babe, my head's all over the place. What are you showing me this for? Sorry, babe, my head's all over the place. Sorry, babe, my head's all over the place. Well, that's it for you. Detective Cross, how are you? It's been a bit. Should've known he'd call you. Nice to see you, too. If I told you to stop sticking your noses in and go home, what are the chances you'd actually do it? Estimate the chance is 0.00001%. However, factor in a small margin of error. But that margin of error happen to be 0.00001. Bingo. Can't even manage to be mad at you two anymore. Fine, I suppose you did a pretty good job last time, and the crime scene team did have finished up right away. You can help me out in case of any trouble, and so God help me. Do you have any idea what happened? Looks like a fairly standard hit and run, well, except they left the vehicle, so I guess it was a literal run. Also, the vehicle is a giant stiletto. So Unbound's pretty far from your standard hit and run. This is your first death by stiletto? You don't want me to answer that question, trust me. You know anything about this club? I thought that was more of a question for your friend over there. I don't understand what you mean. He means it's a gay club, and he, being a straight old man, wouldn't know anything about it. Less of the old thanks, but you're not wrong. This isn't something I know much about. We can help out? You're letting us look? Forensics have already been and gone. I've already inspected the scene. There's nothing for you to mess up. At this early stage of investigation, it's important to consider everything, every piece of evidence, every hypothesis. So sure, knock yourself out. Come back here and show me everything you find, and we'll see what your conclusions are. What do we know about the victim? He had some ID on him. I'm surprised Roboboy hasn't found it. We did, though. Do we know any suspects? Well, the only person with any connection to the incident so far is our friend of yours. You don't think he did it, did you? I'd like to keep an open mind. I'd suggest you do the same. But he called it in. He did, and then he called you. You trying to imply something? There'll be time for implications later. Right now, it's about finding out as much as we possibly can, no matter how innocuous it may turn out to be. Alright, well, we got this passport. Yep, that's the victim, alright? Oliver Laurel. Radioed his name. They're gonna get back one more. They're going to get back once they have more info. No wear on the treads, no marks on the floor. They didn't try to slow down. That's what I said. And what do you think that means? Well, we found the sneaker. I have a hypothesis. The presence of only one sneaker can indicate that our perpetrator only has one leg. I don't think that's likely. You said we consider every hypothesis. Did I say every hypothesis? I meant every credible hypothesis. The dial on the shoe's dashboard was smashed. What do you think that means? The driver of the shoe collided with the dashboard on impact. Not bad. One to keep in mind for sure. Well, what do you think? I must say the vehicle hit the club on purpose. The lack of wear on the float's tires plus the absence of skid marks points towards that. Indeed they do, and what about the victim? You think it was deliberate? I do not believe we can make that call in either way. None of the evidence suggests it was deliberate, but nothing proves it was accidental. Good, it's important not to jump to conclusions. We can work on theories, but they have to be grounded in real evidence. So what Ooh, what in the... It's even worse than I imagined. Fran, oh, it's terrible. Thanks, Streisand, you weren't in there. I'm Detective Cross, investigating officer. Appreciate you've only just started, but I'd like to ask you a few questions if I may, Miss, You may call me Fran. And sure, let's head inside, shall we? Let's go. Also, I just want to say this right now, hands are up. I don't mean to offend anyone of any gender, of any whatever you may go by. I don't mean offense. I don't mean anything by it. So let's continue. I can't believe it. Just look at this place. Okay, we've got an officer at the victim's address. Bring over some items of interest. I'm gonna wait outside. Honor, find out what you can from Miss Tasia. Just call me Fran. Right, okay. Honor, perhaps we should look around the inside too? But yeah, let's investigate before we question, obviously. Let's see. Well, smashed into here. So let's see. Oh, Jesus, that's a biggin. That is a... Oh, god damn, that's a biggin. Okay, well, if it's 15, so I can do that, then that. Hey, there we go. We got a flag. Nice. What kind of flag is it? There are a lot of these flags around here, even for a gay bar. I like them. They're so colorful. Do you think I could take one and look nice in your apartment? Oh, you're an interior decorator now. Well, you'll have to ask Fran. Maybe she'll let you take one of the small ones. Yes. Ooh, I can't investigate anymore. Well, alrighty then. Hello, Fran. Well, there goes my no claims bonus. Let me introduce myself. My name's Honor Mizrahi. Mizrahi? Mizrahi. I'm still learning how to say that. I'm helping Detective Cross out with his investigation. And I'm Scout. Oh, I know you are. I've watched Murder Mystery since KC got the job there. It's nice to have a celebrity in my little club. Actually, you're not the first, but you're the first that's not been on the down low, if you catch my drift. What's down low? Alright, well, Scouts, sometimes people are gay or lesbian or whatever. They choose to hide it. And they come to places like this to let the pressure off a little, but they try to be discreet about it. Oh shit, I forgot I was talking! Don't understand why humans pretend to be things that they are not. It's complicated, dolls. Sometimes it's just easier that way. Anyway, I'm friend Tassia, and it's a pleasure to meet you. If only I could have been under better circumstances. This is your club? You're the proprietress of this club, right? Sure am, although in some ways it still feels strange to hear people say that. It's not been that long since I took it over, really. Before that, I was just your average gigging around drag queen, and this was one of my regular jaunts. Fast forward a few years and I own the place. Life sure is strange, huh? Any suspects? Do you have any reason why someone would want to damage your property? None specifically. We normally get on pretty well with everyone in the neighborhood. Even our customers can be a little rowdy when they leave. Of course, not everyone is quite as enlightened. It's sad, but acts of violence are committed against our community frequently. That'd be my first guess. Why'd it take so long to get here? Well, I had to get ready, didn't I? It takes some effort and a ton of concealer to look this good at this time of day. Plus, I walked in here, in heels. Would you normally be in drag this early in the day? Hell no, drag hurts. I normally wouldn't come to the club until late afternoon. I tend to at least get a basic beat and look together before coming here. See, then I only have to top it up or do outfit changes during the night. This is a basic look? Oh, honey, you don't even know. About KC. KC looks terrible. He's clearly worried about you. He's a sweet one, isn't he? You know, it's thanks to him that my makeup is so flawless. He taught me a lot. He mentioned you helped him out when he first got to LA? He was lost. I could tell the second I saw him. He just had this air of someone who should have filled the room with their presence, but they were holding back. First, I assumed he was a wannabe queen, but it wasn't that. He was anchorless, so I figured I'd help out, just like my drag mother helped me. Glad you did. I don't know where it'd be without KC. Actually, scratch that. I do know where I'd be, stuck in toxic marriage. Well, that sounds like a story. Anyway, passport. We found a passport. His name was Oliver Laurel. Oh, poor thing. Yes, I know him. He'd been coming regularly for the past few months. At first, he was fairly quiet, blended with the background, but Oliver seemed troubled. I got the impression he was working out a lot of things. Some people start this journey with more baggage than others, if you catch my drift. Anyway, Honor, hurry up. I need to talk to Fran. You're damn right you do, mister. Only one way I can get you to visit anymore is by getting a hole smashed in the front of my club. Stop that guilt tripping right now and give me a hug. Ouch. What's wrong? Nothing, I just slipped in my heel last week and totally stacked it. Used my arm to break the fall like an idiot. Doctor says it could heal pretty quick, though. Detective Cross, is everything alright? An officer just returned the victim's address. Apparently all his belongings were just outside in black bags. Let me scan them. I can see if there's anything important. Well, so can our officers, but what the hell, this might be quicker. Made scanning bags. Alright, let's see. Well, that's easy start. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. And then there we go. Nice. Diary. We got a diary. Yay, we ranked up. This diary could prove useful. Let me read it. Finish analyzing text. There are several mentions towards the end of a person he met here. Fran, does the name Roz mean anything? What? Yes, it does. He's referring to one of our queens, Rosmosis. Honor, are you here? No, it can't be. That sounds scarily like... Mom? Don't move. She can't see you if you don't move. There you are. I wanted a word with you. Not again. Mom, what are you doing here? What a way to talk to your mother after I came all the way down here, too. I didn't ask you to. No, but Detective Cross did. He said you were playing a detective again, so I brought backup. You what? I was just thinking, how could this day get any worse? And then, as if my words had been heard by a malevolent god, here you are. Hello, Honor. Right, just what I wanted. A family reunion. Just hear me out, Honor. He's worried about you. Stop being so defensive for once and listen to us. When are you gonna get into your head that this isn't any of your business? I can't talk to you while you're like this. I'm gonna wait at your apartment. Come see me when you're being a little more reasonable. Oh, Ryan, babe, that was your cue to leave too. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Hard for you to poison Honor against me when I'm right here. That cologne could poison anyone at 50 yards, babe. No assistance needed. Will everyone just stop? I don't want to fight, Honor. I just want to talk. And if you talk, will you leave? Promise. Fine. Casey, go back inside. I'm sure Fran could use with the support. Hello, Ryan. I appreciate you giving me a chance. I'm not giving you a chance, I'm giving you 2 minutes, that's it. What do you want? Just say whatever it is and go. I want to apologize for what happened at the Sunshine Awards. What could you be apologizing for? Maybe for undermining me at every opportunity? Or could it be for getting Mom on my case, telling her that I lost my job and that I investigate Blake's death? Or perhaps you meant to for giving Dick Stanford a $50,000 bribe to make sure we didn't win anything and then lying to me about it? No worries, you're forgiven. I am? Of course you aren't, you piece of... Why'd you do it? Just to stick the knife in? Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I was still hurt. I wanted you to hurt too. It was stupid. It was vindictive, and I'm sorry. Well, it worked. You got what you wanted. Congratulations, I guess. I was an idiot. I was only thinking about myself. I've heard it all before. How sorry you are. Isn't just this occasion, petty and spiteful as it is, it's that you tried to make me think that I was the one in the wrong for questioning you. But that was the moment I remembered everything you put me through. Please, just give me another chance. Why are you back in my life? Believe it or not, the point of getting a divorce was to see you less. Just coincidence. I'm happy to go into Sunshine Awards. You know Blackstock Holdings invested in that film a while back. Coincidence, right? Definitely wasn't that you wanted to see the effect of your little bribe. Okay, that was part of it. And now here you are again, because your mom's worried about you. She asked me to come down to try to talk some sense into you. And of course, her little golden boy came rushing to help. Is that it? Great, you've said your piece, now go. No, that's not everything I wanted to say. Your mom's worried on her. She thinks you're in danger, that you'll end up the same way as... Don't even go there. I don't have to answer to you anymore, Ryan. What I do with my life is none of your business. You're right, it isn't. But I don't like seeing you make a laughing stock of yourself. Excuse me? I didn't want to show you this, but if you're not going to listen to reason, what choice do I have? What are you trying to show me? What is this? Okay. It's a 15, so 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1 is a start. There we go. What is this? A tabloid article. Looks like we got ourselves in one of them old-fashioned newspapers. Appears to be an article about an investigation into Blake's death. The headline, Murder Misguided. It's not exactly complimentary. Let me see that. Without writers to guide her, is Honor Mizrahi losing the plot? Freshly ejected from her role, Honor looks like she's having trouble separating fact from fiction. A source on the production told us that she tried to investigate the murder of her showrunner and got it horribly wrong? Her effects led to a fan being wrongly accused of the murder and the real culprit escaping, who later committed suicide. Well, that was just a bad turn of events. Close friends are worried that without the show to anchor her, she's becoming convinced that she actually is a detective, a delusion that caused more harm than good. The kind of press isn't going to help you find another role. People think you're having a breakdown. Do you really want that? That's ridiculous. Why'd you show me this? I know it wasn't just to make me feel bad. Sharp as always. Come work at Blackstock Holdings, Honor. I know you're worried about earning enough to keep yourself afloat, but I can help. You're offering me a job? You don't even have to work with me. It can be in a different department, different office. Hell, I'll open a new office in Cuba if that's what it takes, but I want to help. How reassuring. Well, if that's everything, will you be on your way? Honor, listen. You know what? Fine. I'll go. Need to clear my head after all this anyway. Honor, wait. Just think about it. Honor. My head whirled with questions. Why was everyone interfering in my life all of a sudden? How was I suddenly fodder for gossip columnists? Leaving Ryan was supposed to get me back in control of my life, and now everyone was suddenly trying to tell me what to do. Uncertainty tumbled around in my head as I walked further and further away from the club, away from where I thought I wanted to be, until... How did I end up here? Maybe my body's telling me something? God, what am I doing? Maybe Ryan's right. Maybe this detective turn will make me lose all credibility. Feels like everyone's trying to push me away from this. Are they right? Should I stop being so stubborn? I believe in you, Honor. Scout, you followed me? Yeah, you seem troubled. Hard to explain, Scout. Still much about humans I don't understand. They are so different from things. Things are immutable. They have clear traits that I can observe. Cloth square, rigid pole, rainbow stripes. However, people are different. They have emotions which they can hide or show in different ways. This is hard for me to discern. I can detect basic emotional patterns, but when we first met, I always struggled to understand you. I assume my routines were faulty, but now I think it's because you were hiding your feelings. Ever since we teamed up, ever since you started becoming a detective, they started returning clear results. Margin of error is now negligible, and the routines all agree. You are happy. I can't deny it's been fun. I love investigating too, Honor. But it's not just about how I feel, it's about my future. You saw what the paper said. I'm a laughingstock. They think I'm having a breakdown. Didn't you tell Becky that it doesn't matter what people think of you? Don't miss a beat, do you? Make sure to save important discoveries in my long-term memory. Honor, my creator didn't teach me about much feelings, but I do know that happiness is a good thing, a thing people strive for. In other words, I want you to keep going because I want you to be happy, Honor. That's some pretty solid logic. It's almost like you're a robot or something. But you're right, I can't tell Becky she should believe in herself if I can't do the same. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. If it's making us happy, let's keep doing it. Yes, this is the logical conclusion. Come on, buddy. We've got a murder to solve. But on that note, well, actually, let's finish the conversation before I leave it off there. I don't detect Ryan anywhere. Looks like you finally got the message. Time to continue investigating. Don't forget your mother's waiting for you at home. Great. Honor's apartment. Detective, we need to talk about my mother. Guess I should explain. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching. Remember, have yourself a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.